President Muhammadu Buhari's statement at the presidential parley for members of the Senior Executive Course 44 of the National Institute for Policy and Strategic Studies, NIPS, they said out a few days ago that state governors still allocations meant for local government is getting some response. Let me allow you to listen to President Buhari on this. Then you get the response of Governor Wike and Governor Autonomy.
The treatment of local governments. What they did, this is my personal experience. If the money from the federal government to state government, say it's 100 million, let's put it 100 million. 50 million will be sent to the chairman with a letter that he will sign that he received 100 million. The governor will pocket the balance and share it with whoever he wanted. And then the chairman of the local government will see how much he must pay in salaries to help goes to development. Money for the salaries will be given and the balance will put in his pocket. This is what's happening. This is Nigeria. It's a terrible thing. You cannot say the person who was doing that was not educated. He was a qualified lawyer. He was experienced. Yet he participated in this type of corruption. So it's a matter of conscience. Whichever level we find ourselves, that you need to sit here with all the sacrifices the country is making by putting you through institutions and getting you ready to lead. The fundamental thing is personal integrity. May God help us.
All right, that's the statement of President Muhammadu Buhari. But that has gotten the response from the governors of Rivers and Benue State, Yusuf Wike and Samuel Autonomy. They've challenged the president to expose those governors who are still in local government funds. Take a listen to them.
I want to challenge Mr. President. Mr. President, you're a leader, and we believe as leaders, you must come out and tell Nigerians who are those committing this offense. You said the governors are taking local government funds. I want to say, in the name of Almighty God, I've never touched local government fund one day. I have never, and I have no reason to do that. So, Mr. President, tell us who are those people. You know them, tell us. It is not good to say what we call class defamation. They say governors. Please, I'm not one of those governors.
As Governor Yusuf Wike, well, his counterpart, Samuel Autonomy, said similar thing, asking the president to come out with the names of those who are stealing, the governors who are stealing local government funds. Now, let's get a perspective of what this means. How much of retrogression and development breakdown the stealing of the local government funds could have cost our country? Let's bring in the perspective of an economist, the CEO of Center for Promotion of Private Enterprise and Economic think tank company organization, Dr. Muda Yusuf. He joins us from Lagos. Thank you so much indeed, Dr. Yusuf, for joining us tonight. I know this is a conversation you and I have had before, but give us an understanding of how bad that the local governments are being treated, considering the picture the president painted.
Yeah, it's very worrisome, the picture that the president painted. Earlier on, you alluded to the multidimensional poverty reports by the National Bureau of Statistics and its partners. And it's contained in that report. We are talking about 133 million people in abject poverty. And 72 of that number are in the rural areas. So we are talking about close to 96 million people in the rural areas that are extremely poor. That's a reflection of the challenges that we are facing at the local government level. Accountability at the local government level is almost zero. Of course, we have accountability at different levels of government.
Dr. Yusuf, apologies to Martin. I thought that we've gotten to the point where there is an executive order that the pockets of the state and that of the local government should be split. Their money should be first line charge going to them. Are we not in that regime?
I think we are there, but don't forget some of the components of the funds that go to local governments are the payment of teachers' salaries, primary school teachers. And I recall that the Nigerian Union of Teachers said emphatically that they don't have confidence in local government administration, and that the state should continue to hold on to the salaries of the primary school teachers and be paying them directly. Now, this is not to diminish the importance of this financial autonomy of the local government. But the reality is that you have a major capacity problem at the local government level. Accountability is almost zero. Nobody sees their budget, and they also claim to have some parliament and all of that. So there's almost no accountability. So there's also a need to strengthen capacity at that level. And we have parliaments. We have parliaments at the local government level. We have parliaments at the state level. We have parliaments at the federal level. Their role is to ensure oversight. Oversight over the resources of states that are in the hands of the executive. How much of that oversight are we seeing, especially at the subnational level? Even their budgets. How much of details
I want us to look at it this way, Dr. Yusuf, is the fact that I am a local government chairman, and you are the state governor. And when that dichotomy has been set of how the monies go to the local government, how can the government then, the state government take? You are the state governor, take the money from my pocket. How does that happen? I thought the monies, like I asked earlier, has been split in such a way that the governors don't have access to the local government funds.
Well, if that is happening, then apart from the issue of the education payment of primary school teachers that I mentioned, in all of that, if that is happening, that's an illegality. And the local government authorities have the authority, they have the right to engage these things, to engage the state executives.
This is worrying.
That's guts.
Yeah, but this is worrying, isn't it? Because it is at the heart of the structure for the local government to be autonomous. It's at the heart of our federal, the proper running of our federal state. Now, going forward, what would you suggest as a solution to fixing this? If the president is saying the state governors are the ones not allowing the local government in Nigeria to function or to thrive, what is the solution, Dr. Yusuf?
Well, my solution is that first, we need stronger citizens' engagement. Because democracy is not just about elections. It's about the citizens holding their leaders to account. So we need to scale up the engagement by citizens of their leaders at the local government level and at the state level. Second, the parliaments in those levels, especially at the subnational levels, to be able to exercise a lot more authority and independence. What we often see is that between the parliament or the state assemblies and the executive, there's almost a very thin line between them, so that there is no proper checks and balances.
All right.
And that is what the role of the parliament should be.
It's so sad.
At the state level.
Yeah.
So we need to strengthen that.
Dr. Yusuf, I must sincerely thank you for your thoughts tonight. At least it's giving us some insight into the way forward in allowing this tier of government to function. Well, thank you so much indeed, Dr. Muda Yusuf, the CEO of Center for the Promotion of Private Enterprise. Thank you so much indeed.